Hey, DarkMistro here, and this is a spontaneous vlog, as I know that many of you are expecting, sort of more uploads in the games and such like that. That roughly will be appearing, I think, later today, which is the hang on, let me have a quick check, 16th of February. So hopefully today, fingers crossed, folks, should be bringing you all a new video, and this one's going to be a little bit different because this is actually a capture card recorded one. Yeah, so let's hope and that you all enjoy the first game that's been chosen. I know then that I'm having a lot of fun doing this game again because the game I've picked, I went on it in the past. I've completed it as one side, and it's just really, really fun to do when you start getting the hang of it, and as well as starting the other side. But sadly, I never end up getting further on it because since I have the lack of space that basically there was on my old PS3, I had to delete the main install of it. Yeah, so sadly then for that one, I haven't been on it since then, and I think 2 days back I started going on. And not 2 days back, come on now. Yesterday on the I think 15th of this month, February. Then I actually went back onto it, and it's pretty much how I remember it. Being to a moderate degree, but anyways, then, folks, I apologise then for that 2 minute intro. Then about the next video, but pretty much done, folks. What this main vlog is actually about, as I said, a spontaneous vlog. Yeah, folks. Which pretty much, in other words, I wasn't supposed to do a vlog, but I felt like pretty much doing one. Yeah, for today. Yeah, and basically, this main subject is pretty much about how YouTubers are this day and age, really, though. But then, as pretty much then, when I first knew of YouTube, there was only like maybe a few rare people playing on games, and one person left and recently re-emerged onto YouTube again after so many years of not being around, stuff like that. Yeah, and pretty much then, as many of you may be aware, then there's all kind of different YouTubers and Let's Players from all over the world, different countries, and many of you may not know or do know this, depending if you know me or not, and you're going by guesswork as well. But I am a through and through British born, folks. Yeah, and pretty much though. Then, as many as millions of you know, then that there are British LPs and YouTubers around in either them big groups or people like me. So yeah, pretty much I'm just like then single people then trying then to start off YouTube and trying to start off getting somewhere in the world, and as pretty much then many people do know, YouTube started becoming more of a social network compared to actually just uploading videos and just hoping for the best. Yeah, and many people seem then be getting a very wrong idea then about them British YouTube and stuff like that, because many of them believe that some British YouTubers are supposed to be I'm just very greedy, I guess, egocentric, very, very selfish of themselves. Yeah, it's pretty bad, is that one. Just being extremely cynical beyond belief, which, being that, isn't that bad. Don't get me wrong, everyone goes through it, but basically there is taking it too far. Yeah. And of course there's the fifth one, which is basically, well, just being plain downright cruel and mean to people. And many of you do know then that YouTube is a social network. Well, these days, as I mentioned a few seconds ago, and pretty much then some YouTubers are really kind then to their fan base, their subscribers, and other YouTubers. If they get asked for advice, they actually give it, which is really good actually. No, then, and they also then go about then actually telling people who actually ask them how did they actually start out on YouTube. Now, most people would actually then just type and tell them how they started out, actually get friendly with them, and so forth like that, to really sort of make their subscribers and actual viewers really get to know the YouTuber in question, or the group in question. But unfortunately, some people out there, no names, no group names are given, by the way, folks. This is all just generalization. So I do hope then that no one is actually offended by any of this. But pretty much though, then, but sadly though, there is some YouTubers out there who are really up themselves, greedy, and stuff like that, and selfish. And when you ask them, how did you start out? Because basically, there could be a new YouTuber who's just starting on to there. They've heard about them and they've gone to ask them for advice. You don't suddenly expect to then get maybe a line in reply from them, basically saying, "Piss off, I'm not interested in telling you." That's the kind of thing that basically you shouldn't get from a YouTuber. You know, it's just, it really is. It's just cruel. It's just negative towards the person. If they really did get really good advice, they would actually work on that advice and actually make a good name for themselves. But unfortunately, most YouTubers out there don't want others to start using their advice to actually get a possible chance to be able then to actually get their viewers. And it's just really just, they shouldn't be going about insulting their own fan base, their own subscribers. They shouldn't be going about really insulting them. And if any of the YouTubers or groups actually then did personal appearances at events, stuff like that, and they get involved with people, they shouldn't be treating everyone like this crap. Pretty much, to be honest, they shouldn't be treating them like dirt underneath their fingernails or shoes, because that's just showing no respect to your fan base. And it's just times like that which really make people like me on YouTube that are actually trying to do decent videos and stuff like that. It really make people like that not actually want to be continuing on, because since enough of them acting like this, such big fan base groups can very easily make lesser channels look and seem as if they're just the embodiment of pure antisocial just evilness. And it just shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be in a environment or some social network such as this that basically and you are under then viewing, then that one day that could end up happening to you. Now, I myself have not actually been through that, and I'm sure that others haven't been, or maybe they have been. But basically, though, then you can't really go about them just, just start reporting the group to people, as that pretty much won't work. or it might work to an absolute lesser degree. Now, fortunately out there, folks, some of them, the biggest names there, they are pretty kind to their fan base. They really go out and listen to what's being given, and I hope one day them that I can end up becoming just as well known as they are, and be able to treat everyone out there with basically then the respect and the social need then that everyone pretty much deserves. If people start asking me where did I start out with this, what made me actually start then doing YouTube, I would very gladly tell them, But and stuff like that. I'd actually get the time to actually get to know the subscribers and fan base then that I actually have, and the viewers I have though then if they actually commented, I would very gladly tell them, as pretty much then any YouTuber would want. At the end of the day though, then a YouTuber should basically have fun in then what they're doing and still be able to keep up with the social side of YouTube, and actually be able to answer their questions, actually be kind to all of them. Now I know some people can't find it being very easy being kind, and there are people out there who have very big names who are absolute prats. Like for instance, there's some people out there who basically, because since they're British, they can go about being they're a total ass to people, being really downright just disrespectful, insulting them, doing acts of pretty much then pettiness and just downright cruelty, and when they get sort of then questioned with that, they basically come out and say, basically then just say, I'm British, that's why, that's then that's what we do. No, it isn't. That's just then what you do, the prat. That's what you do. So don't drag an entire group of people with you. Just then because you do it yourself. And groups who also do that, don't drag people or a country down with you, because basically you don't want to then look then like a rattle prat for your own actions, which of course you must know is going to make you look like it. And it could be because you may very well be may actually be that of then which you're acting like, and you shouldn't be really be doing that, and I know that many people out there probably going to sort of look at this video and probably just be sort of quite sort of two-minded about this, as pretty much all them thoughts I'm only expressing my opinion about sort of this just because people act really cruel and then suddenly say because I'm British or American or Danish or Dutch or just basically any culture or people there, it's just mostly because it's just that one person who doesn't want to look like the downright prat-faced bastard that pretty much then they are. I do apologise as well and folks then for actually swearing in this vlog. It's the first time I actually have. I think it is in any of the vlogs I've done, pretty much. Yeah. And I do hope then that you have enjoyed this 13-minute, 15-second rant on. Folks, I am sorry once again, though then for if I've offended anyone, really didn't mean to, and you all know then that I'm not one for taking sides. I just stick in the neutral ground and I just stay between the fiction groups then that may be arguing. I stay in the middle. I don't agree with either side. I stay neutral. I may agree and disagree at the same time, not taking a stand on either groups, but basically then if necessary I do step in and I do give my best advice. And that has worked sometimes, and other times they've told me then where and to place my advice. The very earthly places, I must admit. It really is quite surprising, actually, some places. They actually say, yeah, the most random thing I've ever heard is actually underneath a tree. I know, it's really weird, right? But anyway, though, folks, thank you very much for listening to this little vlog. As I said then, folks, I do not mention a single group name or YouTuber name or stuff like that, as I don't want to look like I'm personally attacking anyone or basically trying to then advertise or promote them, because I'm really not like that. I don't sort of promote other people's pages or groups, stuff like that, because basically you should be able to do it on your own, in your own time, in your own pace. You shouldn't have to go and just rely on other pages to actually get you started and sort of doing that, you know. And it does seem well that on YouTube these days it actually all goes down to who you know, not what you know. Sadly. Again, I've forgotten then what then the actual name is called for that kind of situation, but I'm gonna try and show you all then, folks, that basically it's what you know that can sometimes very well rival who you know. But anyways though, folks, as I said previously, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this vlog. Do please then have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, folks. See you all later and have fun.